CG workshop of today, all about intro and demo meetings and open houses. Prior to that, I would like to read out this video release consent that is to reassure you that by joining this remote workshop, you agree to the privacy policy of Toastmasters International, as well as the unassociated remote hosting service. Some of your personal information, such as name, image, and any shared messages, may be shared with other meeting participants and will be recorded by Toastmasters International, who may use the recording in the future as it sees fit. Now, this remote attendance hereby discharges Toastmasters International from all claims, demands, rights, promises, damages, and liabilities arising out of or in connection with the use or distribution of said video recordings, including but not limited to any claims for invasion of privacy, appropriation of likeness, or defamation. Now, the agenda for today it's the introduction where we just had, and then there is the OCs, the organizing chairs opening address, and then we'll be introducing the speaker, and then it will be the speaker session. Finally, there will be a question and answer session where we will be collecting some questions and our speaker today will be addressing them. And then there will be a closing by the district director. All right, now, very quickly, once again, my name is 𝗗𝗏𝗁 from Sunway Toastmasters Club, serving you today as the Toastmaster of the evening for this CG workshop. And I would now like to pass the ground for the organizing chair, Ranjinath Munyandi, for his opening address. Over to you, Ranjinath.
Thank you so much, Kelly. Let me make this sweet and short because I don't want to steal the thunder of Chun Ming. I know Chun Ming for many years. Club chartering has been now my passion for the last 1 year. I'm also in District 51 and my hands in about 3 or 4 clubs right now, chartering side. For me, chartering is so important, not so much for, I'm not running so much for my DTM again, but it's to help people achieve things in Toastmasters. Because I grew in Toastmasters and I changed and I learned to speak. So if there are many more Toastmasters club out there, people can go out there and learn. So our aim and goal is to share the dream and aspiration of Toastmasters where leaders are made, right? Where leaders are made. So this is what all I'm going to say. I hope that you have the same inspiration, aspiration to start Toastmasters wherever you can so that leaders are made. So where leaders are made. So I hand back this to Kelly to introduce our wonderful speaker. Kelly, all yours.
Thank you, Ranjinath. So today, this person, he has been a Toastmaster since the year 2006, and he was the past district director for the term 2022 and 2023. All right, and then he has been chartering clubs, helping members a lot through these years and through his journey as a Toastmaster now. And today, Chun Ming will be sharing us what is introduction meetings, demonstration meetings, and open house. Now, how do we make these happen, and what are the best practices, the do's and the don'ts when we are hosting these meetings? I will let Chun Ming tell you about all that you are coming for this workshop for today. Now let's put our hands together and welcome our speaker for tonight, DTM 𝗃𝗏𝗁𝗁𝗁.
Thank you for a kind introduction. Toastmaster of the evening, 𝗗𝗏𝗁𝗁. Allow me to share screen. Good evening to our District Director, District Toastmaster Robert Ram, our Club Growth Director, 𝗏𝗏𝗁𝗁, Origin Chair, Ranjinath, my old friend, and also ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Thank you to District for inviting me to share with the audience today everything about introductory meeting, demo meeting, and also open houses. Well, as Regina mentioned in his opening address, all these meetings start with chartering new clubs. And you may ask, why? Why do we need to charter new clubs? You know, some district officers say, well, I'm happy with the 4 clubs I have, you know, area governor, 4, 5 clubs, right? Or division director, I'm happy with 20 clubs. I don't want any more clubs. I don't want to charter new clubs. But why do we need to charter new clubs? But new clubs extend the benefits of Toastmasters to more members. See, all of us in this room, most of us are Toastmasters. We have all benefited from Toastmasters ever since joining Toastmasters. So by having new clubs in our district, we will get to extend the benefit of Toastmasters to more people. More people will get to learn to become better communicators and better leaders. And sometimes clubs unfortunately closes down, especially corporate clubs, change of direction, change of management, company not doing well, cutting costs, and the club unfortunately closes down. So we need to charter new clubs to expand or at least maintain the number of clubs in our area, division, and also district. And most importantly, clubs and members are the backbone and the foundation of area, division, and our District 102. Without clubs and members, there'll be no area, no division, let alone our district. Okay, the club building process, the flowchart club building process. So first thing first, we have to identify leads and prospects. Then once we have the leads, right, we contact and qualify. Then we arrange for intro meeting. After that, we move on to demo meeting and Q&A. We follow up, and finally, we charter the club. So it's quite a long process. And today, we're going to zoom in. What is introductory meeting and what is demo meeting? These two meetings are 2 different meetings, and today we're going to deep dive. We're going to share the best practices, the do and don'ts for these 2 meetings, and also open houses. Introductory meeting. Okay, when we, as Toastmasters and district officers, sometimes we proactively go and find new leads, or sometimes we are given leads by our superior, by our division director or club group director, by district director Robert, or even by TI, or sometimes it can be our fellow members, you know, they have leads from their company or neighbors. They say, hey, I have a club, XYZ, and charter a club. So please contact them. So first thing first, we need to arrange an introductory meeting. Why? Because in these corporations, they may heard of Toastmasters, but they may not totally understand what is Toastmasters, what do we do, how meeting works, and so on. So we need to arrange a meeting to introduce Toastmasters to them. So it's a session to introduce Toastmasters to corporations. It can be universities, or it can be communities if you're chartering a community club. Okay, we meet with a decision maker. For corporations, usually it's a HR manager or learning and development manager. Or if you are chartering a university club, it could be a lecturer, a student association chairman, and so on. And if you're chartering a community club, it could be the presidents of Presidents Association, and so on. And in this meeting, we explain to the person in charge what is Toastmasters. No, we are a non-profit educational organization that the members learn communication, decision, and so on, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you all know the trick, right? And we explain how the Toastmasters meetings work. Okay, we have to make it clear that we are a Toastmasters. We run meetings. We meet twice a month. We're not a training provider. And then how the Toastmasters program work and how it will benefit the employees and the students is for universities. And briefly explain about Toastmasters history. I know most of us have done TME role in the club, right? So we are all experts, you know, in the club history, you know, Dr. Rassi Smedley, 101 years, California. So we can briefly explain to the prospective clubs about Toastmasters history, to tell them how long has the Toastmasters program been around and how successful it is. That today, after 101 years, we are still going strong. And next, we share with the prospective club, the existing corporate clubs, university clubs, or community clubs in Malaysia. Why I say so? For example, if you lead to charter a university club, for example, tomorrow you have a club from Segi University or from MSU, which we don't have club yet, and someone knocking out your door want to charter a club. So you can share with them the list of Toastmasters clubs, university Toastmasters in Malaysia, Sunway, we have Taylors, we have Help University, we have UC Malaya, we have UTM, and so many more. And then we explain about the club charter fee, membership fee, and number of members needed to start a club. Now I have a question. Can I have Claire? Claire, are you there? I saw you in the meeting. Claire Ang?
Yes, I'm here.
Claire, I want to ask you, do you know what is the number of members needed to start a club?
20?
Yep, that is the correct answer. Again, another question for you, Claire. That is a minimum, right? What about maximum number?
Is there one? I'm not sure.
Is there a maximum number to start a club? For example, if a company say I have 100 staff, or I want to sign all in to join the club, can we stop the company say, oh no, cannot 100, cannot 20 only, 21 and beyond we cannot join already? Is there such a thing? A cap on maximum number of clubs? Maximum number of members. Sorry, maximum number of members to start a club.
Not sure if there's a hard rules on the maximum numbers, but maybe the advice to them is to not to have that many in a club.
Correct. Thank you, Claire, for answering my questions. Yes, fellow Toastmasters and guests, what Claire says is correct, perfectly correct. 20 members is the minimum number required by Toastmasters to start a club. Why 20? As you remember, right, this is the charter strength that we need to maintain for DCP goals, right? Why? Because, remember, we have speakers, we have role players, we have multiple role players in the club, GE, evaluator, art counter, grammarian, timer, and so on, SAA, right? So we need at least 20 members to start up so that we can run in meetings comfortably. And then to answer my question to Claire just now, there is no maximum. If a company one day or university wants to start a club with 50 members, by all means, go ahead. But if it's too large, like Claire already mentioned, we can suggest them to split it and charter 2 clubs instead. Why? Because, for example, if a company have 100 staff and they want to sign everyone in, the queue to do speeches can be very long, right? Because you only have 3 to 4 meeting slots in a meeting and 8 slots a month, and then imagine there are 100 members, how long will they queue for a speaking slot? So 20, minimum 20, maximum, there's no maximum, but ideally 20 to 30 is a good number to start a club. Then explain to the prospective club, what are the support will be provided by the district once the club is chartered. Okay, we are not going to wash their hands and walk away once the club is chartered. We are going to hold their hands for at least 6 months. Okay, this is per TI protocol. And then there'll be club sponsors, club mentors, and sponsoring clubs to support the club, planning the club meetings, inviting journal evaluator, finding evaluators, planning the club meetings, and to work with the club for at least 6 months until they can stand on their own. And sometimes I can tell you, it go beyond 6 months. It can be 1 year, it can be 2 years, yeah. But usually 6 months is the minimum that we support in prospective. So we share these to the prospective so that they feel assured, they feel confident to start the Toastmasters program. And lastly, once we conclude with the introductory meeting, we plan for a demonstration meeting. Okay, so in short, introductory meeting is a session for us to meet the person, whether in person or online, to explain to the prospective club what is Toastmasters, what do we do, how the meeting works, and most importantly, we learn by doing. Toastmasters is not a training provider. Okay, next we shall move on to, sorry, I have more slides about introductory meeting. Okay, this is a table that I usually present when I do introductory meeting to prospective clubs. Okay, it'd be good for you to share to the prospective clubs so that they know the investment involved. Club charter fee, one-off is 125. Registration fee for each member, also one-off. For 20 members, this for minimum is 25 and 20, so it's $500. Membership fees for 20 members minimum for 6 months is 60 times 20, so it's 1,002. So the bare minimum investment to start a club is $1,825. Of course, if you convert to Malaysian ringgit, it's optional. You can convert to Malaysian ringgit so that it's easy reference of the prospective club. So I'll suggest that you have this table in your slide to share to the prospective so that they are clear on the investment involved when they start a club. And then, as mentioned just now, the support provided by district. We are not going to walk away when the club is chartered. We're going to have 2 sponsors, 2 club mentors, and 2 sponsoring clubs. 2 sponsoring clubs. Okay, usually sponsoring clubs are, they are assigned by the club sponsors. Usually it can be a home club of the sponsors, or it can be any other clubs of their choice. And then usually sponsoring club will support the mentors in supporting the club for 6 months. Okay, sponsors is the 2 members or leaders that help with the demo meeting, with the charter forms, and their role is officially done when the club is chartered. The mentors are the 2 leaders or members that will help the club officers and the new clubs to plan the meeting for at least 6 months, invite general evaluator, switch evaluators, and plan the club meetings. And then sponsoring club, as mentioned, is to support the mentors in supporting the club meetings for at least 6 months. But usually we get the sponsors to stay on and help the mentors in supporting the club. So instead of 2, we have 4 leaders helping the club, and we have 2 sponsoring club behind. So there are a lot of support behind the new club, other than the A director and division director. See, these are sample slides that I usually present. I share what is Toastmasters, and then what the existing corporate clubs that we have. For example, if you're chartered bank club, so you're lead from CMB, so you share that we are RHB Bank Club, we have OCBC Toastmasters Club, we have Bank Negara, and so on. And then you share with them the benefits of forming a Toastmasters club, and so on. So have all your, I'll say, what you need to share in presentation slides so that it be more presentable to the prospective clubs. Okay. So this is a video. I'm not going to play the video, but you can Google it from in the Google or Toastmasters website called the Toastmasters Club Experience. I usually share this with the prospective during the introductory meeting. It's a 4 minutes video. It will show the prospective clubs how we run a meeting in 4 minutes. They share with us the role: TMD, speaker, R counter, grammarian, timer, evaluator, tabletop master, tabletop evaluator, and so on. So the prospective club will get to know the role players, how the meeting works in 4 minutes video. So the title of the video is the Toastmasters Club Experience. Okay, now I shall move on to demonstration meeting. Okay, we are done with introduction meeting, so we plan for the demonstration meeting. Demonstration meeting is a short version of Toastmasters meeting to showcase to the prospective club how we run a Toastmasters meeting. Right? Okay, for example, we have lead from, say, for example, MSU Toastmasters, right? MSU. So they say, okay, we are in. Okay, show us how you run a meeting. So we plan a demonstration meeting. So it's like our Toastmasters meeting, but a shorter version. Okay, usually in the Toastmasters meeting, we have 3 to 4 speakers, right? But in demo meeting, we only have 1 assignment speakers, and then we have 4 to 5 table topics, followed by evaluation. Ideally, we try to conclude the demo meeting in 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour. Why? Because it's too long. You're going to bore the prospective clubs. Okay, sometimes they can be busy after, especially the corporations, right? If they are corporations, they can be busy, and especially during office hours. So ideally, 1 hour meeting, 1 assignment speech, 4 to 5 table topics, evaluation, wrap up, and then followed by Q&A session. Q&A is very important. Why? Because you address the questions, the burning question by the prospective clubs, like the fees, the support needed, benefits, and so on. What are the questions that they have so that we can answer them after the demo meeting? Work and plan the demo meeting with the person in charge. It can be the HR manager, learning development manager, the student association chairman, resident association chairman, and so on. Determine the date, time, and venue of the demonstration meeting. Okay. And then ask the PIC, how many attendees are we expecting? When I was district officer, division director, global director, I always ask this to the PIC. Make sure that I try to encourage, not force, to ask them to bring at least 20 or more. Okay, no point if you bring 5 or 8 or 10 attendees to demo meeting. Why? Because as we discussed just now, we need 20 members to start a club. And as we all know, not all that attend the meeting will join as member. So the more attendees we have, the higher the chance we start a club. So at least have 20 guests attending the meeting. The more, the better. If sometimes some corporations they may not know. They may think that 5 or 10 is a good number, but no, tell them we need 20. Why? Because 20 members is the minimum number to start a club. And then once you have confirmed the date, the time, the venue, you can start looking for role players. Okay, if feasible, look for senior members, experienced members to take up the general evaluator role, the speech evaluator, table topics evaluator. Whereas for the simpler role, like for example, timer, R counter, sergeant at arms, we can get the new Toastmaster to support. Why? Because demonstration meeting is a showcase meeting. We can't afford to fail. It's make or break. Okay, it's not a a platform to practice for the new Toastmasters. So that's why we need to show our best. So that's why it's a showcase meeting to the prospective club, so that the chances of charting the club is much higher. Then of course, just like a club meeting, right? We need to prepare the meeting poster and meeting agenda, and don't let the prospective to do it, okay? Because they are new, right? So as the lead, we need to support them to prepare the meeting agenda, meeting poster. So once you're done with meeting poster, right, send to the HR manager, L&D manager, so that ask them to cascade down to their staff via email, via intranet, and so on, so that they can reach out to as many people, so that more attendees will attend the demo meeting. And of course, arrive at the meeting venue early. Okay, we need to know where the meeting venue is. We need to help to set the room if needed, right? So don't be late and set a bad example, and there goes our reputation as Toastmasters and district leaders of 102, and chances of charting the club we'll lose the opportunity to charter the club. Okay, so arrive at the meeting willing, show professionalism as leaders of District 102. Next, open houses. Open houses is a Toastmasters meeting where prospective members are invited to attend. Okay, sometimes some clubs, for example, my club, due to our Toastmasters, we call it guest night. Okay, so it can be any name, it can be open house, it can be guest night, it can be open day, it can be any names, but the purpose is the same, which is to bring Toastmasters guests to attend the meeting, to showcase to them the Toastmasters meeting, and hopefully sign them as member. It can be in person, it can be online, it can be hybrid, whichever the club chooses the mode of the meeting. And open houses showcase the benefit of Toastmasters program, such as improving public speaking, improving leadership and communication skills in a welcoming and informative environment to the guests. Open house may include food or a special program. Okay, in Malaysia, it's always good to have food to attract guests. The senior Toastmasters like Robert Ram, right, Dominic Joseph, like Parmes will know that in the olden days, we usually have those refreshments served for area contest, division contest, almost every club meetings with nasi lemak, the staple for Toastmasters. And all these simple food, nothing luxury, just simple nasi lemak, some bananas, it will at least attract guests to attend the meeting. Yeah. And it can be a special program, like for example, it can be a forum, it can be a workshop, it can be a talk by a senior Toastmasters, whatever it may be. So you can use your creativity, brainstorm your club officers, and have a team. Sometimes team meeting can also be a team for those open houses. For example, ladies' night. Then you have all the guests which are ladies. Yeah, so it can be any theme that the club chooses. And then the goal, as I mentioned just now, is to attract a large number of guests, while a portion of them joining as members, and ultimately grow the membership of the club. And then open houses is require more effort than our ordinary meeting. Why? Because again, just like demonstration meeting is a showcase meeting. We're going to showcase to our prospective members the benefit of Toastmasters. We're going to attract them to join us as members. So we cannot afford to fail. It's make or break. So we need to plan. So we need to have a team, a core team, a lead, a chair, or organizing chair to lead the event, and then subcommittee to plan the overall event, and then promote. Okay, where are we going to promote? Are we going to use social media like Facebook, like Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and so on? And then select speakers. If we're going to have forum, who are we inviting as moderator, as panel speakers, and so on. If you're going to have a workshop, who are we inviting as the speaker for the workshop? Okay, so all this, we can brainstorm with our club officers, and then with this support, reach out to your area director, division director, even your trios, 𝗲𝘀𝘀𝗁𝗂, 𝗏𝗃, and 𝗏𝘀𝘀𝘁 Ram. They're more than happy to support you. And lastly, remember to ask the guests to attend the next meeting or join as member. Okay, don't let your effort go to waste. Just like a club meeting, right? Once it's done, so remember, to ask the guests to attend the next meeting or join as member, and have the membership application ready. Okay, print as many forms, and then distribute to the prospect, the guests, all the guests that came. And then if they, sometimes some guests just sign on the spot. Okay, they're as sporting as that. So, and then voila, you get a new member, right? So remember to close the deal. Same with demonstration meeting. Yeah, we need to close the deal. So you can share slides during open houses. So these are some of the slides that I found from the internet. Go again, you share what is Toastmasters. We are a non-profit education organization whereby the members learn communication skills, blah blah blah. And then we have 207,000 members in how many countries and so on. The benefit of Toastmasters, the Toastmasters experience, the pathways, and then Learning isn't so a club. We have magazine, now online magazine, of course. We have speech contests. In 102, we have 4 speech contests to unleash our public speaking skills. We have district conference, we have international convention, and we have a lot of resources in TI website. Yeah, so these are some of the slides that we can present at during open houses. And there's this video, Build Confidence with Toastmasters, which you can always Google. It's in YouTube. It's prepared by TI. You can play this video during the open houses to show to the audience how Toastmasters can help them conquer their fear in public speaking and become better communicator and better leader. Okay, some useful resources that you can find is how to build a Toastmasters club. This is a step-by-step guide by TI. So you can always download Google how to build a Toastmasters club, and then you can download it. So you can print if you want to, and then it shows to you the step-by-step guide, from intro meeting to demonstration meeting to charter form and so on. And then, and of course, it has all the forms that you need. There are 7 forms altogether to start a club. Okay, I'd like to share that, our District 102, under the leadership of Club Director Valerie, we have ongoing campaigns to support the district officers in starting new club. So your effort won't go in vain if you start a new club, right? So you get walk away with tokens. You have Leads Legends campaign level 1. Okay, just introduce a new club starting lead that results in introductory meeting, you get a token already. And if that lead to a demo meeting, you get a membership pin. Yeah, so these are the ongoing campaign by District 102, and it runs from 1st July this year until 30th June next year. So to leverage on this campaign to plan a Toastmasters club and charter a club and then extend the benefit of Toastmasters to more members. And then there's also a Bring a Friend campaign, which runs from 1st November, just started, until 30th April 2026. So remember, we have open houses campaign just now, right? So when you have non-Toastmasters, you bring non-Toastmasters, then you can leverage on this campaign and get yourself some rewards from the district campaign. And then we have this Momentum 102 number 2. Add members, win ribbons. Add 5 members, you get ribbon pack for your clubs. Add 6 members, you get ribbon pack, and then you get club contest ribbon, 1st, 2nd, 3rd place. Add 7 members, again you get a club ribbon pack, and then more ribbons for your club, and 8 members, and so on. So if you require more information about all this campaign, you can reach out to Club Growth Director Valerie Gore. She'll be more than happy to explain to you or any of her Club Growth team. Okay, in summary, intro meeting. Intro meeting is a short session whereby we introduce to the prospective club of Toastmasters. we explain to them what is Toastmasters, the benefit of Toastmasters, and then how the Toastmasters program work, and then the investment involved. And then once we intro meeting is done, we move on to demo meeting. The meeting is just a club meeting. Usually club meeting is about 2.5 hours, right? But no, don't attempt such a long meeting for demo meeting. Okay, you're killing your prospective club. So it should be 1 hour, at least 1 hour, and then short version of Toastmasters meeting, at least 1 hour, and then wrap it up with Q&A. Okay, and open houses, as mentioned just now, is a Toastmasters event. It can be a meeting, it can be a team event or team meeting, it can be forum, it can be workshop, whereby you and your club members bring non-Toastmasters guests to your club meeting, showcase to them how Toastmasters can help them to become better communicators, better leaders, and ultimately join your club as new member. Okay, so with that, I've come to the end of my presentation, and then we shall move on to Q&A session. If there's any Q&A session, Q&A from the floor.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you do have any questions, feel free to type it in the chat box and we will address to them. Now, prior to the to this beginning of the workshop, in the registration for the Zoom link, we actually had collected some questions here. Let's talk about them, shall we? All right, so the first question we have is how to attract Gen Zs.
Okay, thank you, Kelly, for that question. Yes, sad but true, this is a common scenario that I see in most clubs. I mean, like, most clubs that I visit, we lack of Gen Z as guests, as members, whether in 𝗐𝗪𝗻, in Sunway Toastmasters, in Mtg, so we need more Gen Z to join Toastmasters and to succeed us as the future club leaders. So
Correct.
to answer your question, right, how to reach out to Gen Z, right? If you ask me, my answer would be social media. If you go anywhere, right, you take bus, take MRT, right, you see all the youngsters, right, they are busy on their phone or they are, watching TikTok.
Guilty.
Yeah, so you can still use Facebook, but I'll say that Facebook is a little out of date already. So nowadays, Gen Z. Kelly, do you still play Facebook?
I kind of do somehow, some way, because most of the people that I know it's on there. So I would also like to use Facebook as a platform for me to share my Toastmasters experience as well. So yeah, I do still use Facebook, but I'm more active on Instagram.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I
I would
find that,
agree on that one, the social
yeah,
media part.
correct. I find the Gen Z, Gen Alpha, they are more active in TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Not many people are using nowadays, except for how to say, people move on to other social media. TikTok is a very in thing, and then of course LinkedIn for those more career minded. Then it's also a good platform for us to promote our Toastmasters event. So yes, District 102 and most division, they have LinkedIn page, which is a good thing. And then TikTok is something that we can think about as a avenue platform to promote our Toastmasters activities, our club meetings, and so on, to reach out to Gen Z, to attract them to join our club meeting as member and ultimately join us as member.
Hopefully so, because nowadays the social media is a lot of information on everybody's feed. So in order to attract Gen Z, I think we also need to step on to those kind of platforms so that our exposure is more out there. Right. Thank you, Chun-Ming, for sharing that one. Then we have another question also from our registration. How to prepare impactful presentation for demo meetings? I presume.
Okay, thanks, Kelly, for the question. Okay, just now I did share with you all snippets of presentation slides, right? So I can always share with you if anybody like to have that presentation. Actually, I started from scratch, of course, I did consult with seniors and all that, right? So, not rocket science, no. You just like presenting a speech, there's a flow, okay? If you're talking to a prospective, start with, what is Toastmasters, the benefit of Toastmasters, and then so on, the benefits, and then of course, as I mentioned just now, the list of existing clubs, so that to tell them, hey, they are those in the same league. For example, if a new league for example, IT company, then we tell them we have got club in Intel, in Motorola, in AMD, and so on, so that they feel, all my and they also invest in Toastmasters. If you lead from an oil and gas company, then I'll share that, we have clients in Petronas, in Shell, in ExxonMobil, in McDermott, and so on. So to tell that, all their people in the industry also invest in Toastmasters for the stuff. So have all these plan out in your presentation slides, and then rehearse, and then present to your prospective club during the meeting. Of course, it's not a written rule that you must have presentation slide, but for me, each time I do introductory meeting to prospective club, I usually count his slides, so that I find it's more professional, and then I find that they can illustrate better what I want to convey to the prospective clubs. So can we share with you all, if you like the slide, so I can share with you all the templates. Yeah.
Thank you, Chun-Ming. So if you want the templates of the presentation, how to talk to prospect clubs, you can reach out to Chun-Ming after this workshop is done. Now, our third question is on the chat box. You have it from our CGD. Valerie had this question, said that a common question that I get asked, is it mandatory for demo meeting? After the intro meeting, can we skip the demo meeting and go straight into the club chartering process?
Thank you, Kelly. That is a very, very, very good question, Valerie. When I was serving as division director many, many, many years ago, okay, so I was trained by my district leaders back then. Okay, you can check the district leaders then. So they taught me this, and I buy to this day. Sometimes we have prospective clubs, right? They really know what they want. Okay, they could be past Toastmaster member and so on, right? So we went and we go and meet them. We present the introductory meeting, and then if they say that, okay, we are in, I want to start a club ASAP by tomorrow or by next week. So do not. So in short, yes, you can skip the demonstration meeting. Okay, it's not necessary that our TI will ask, did you do demonstration meeting? No, it's not a prerequisite to start a club. Okay, demonstration meeting is for us to showcase to the prospective club how a Toastmasters meeting works, but it's not mandatory. Sometimes, like I said, some L&D manager or some HR manager, they are a Toastmaster, or maybe they have Toastmasters club in their company before. Okay, in District 102, Robert and Barry, they will know, right? We have clubs, corporate club around, then they close, then they start again, right? So we don't need to have demonstration meeting again. So we can have intro meeting, and then we can just straight to charter forms, and then go straight to the first official meeting. Yeah. So to answer your question, Barry, we can skip demonstration meeting. Why? Because we want to start the club ASAP, so that the members can start reaping the benefits of Toastmasters sooner. And sometimes, the longer we wait, right? Sometimes they may have COVID. So I don't want already. So there goes your lead, right? Yeah. So we also don't want that, right? Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Chun-Ming. I agree that sometimes if people already know something, you don't have to explain it second time, and then they'll be like, yes, okay, can we just get this going? That kind of
Correct.
attitude. Yeah.
Correct.
All right. Do we
So
still
do I
have
answer the question, Barry? Yeah.
Right. We still have any questions from anybody on the floor? You can unmute or raise your hand and unmute yourself.
Okay, I have a question for past district director and distinguished Toastmaster Chun-Ming. Question or a statement? I say I attend in Kota Kinabalu. I always attend the meeting at Toyhan Toastmasters Club. So it's gone through a transition. Even though I'm a member of Taman Indrahana, Indrahana also in 102 has gone through a transition.
Yes.
They have all Gen Z members there now.
Yes,
And the
yes.
last part of the millennials lah. And I also observed 𝗏𝗏 under Yusra and Abdul Qayyum, the president is here attending your workshop from Miri. He's from Miri. They are very energetic and so on. So the last meeting I attended, I didn't want to play a role. And everyone went on very well, everyone did their thing, and the young guys, were full of zest and full. So sometimes I feel that when the Gen Z millennials are there, I used to be very, oh, must do this, must do that. Now I have stopped because I look at it, they have their own style.
Correct.
Which is still brings the what do you call, the benefits of the whole program, but their own way.
Correct.
So do you think that's an appropriate measure to take for the old timers?
Yeah. So, Dominic, so your is not a question, right? It's more of sharing, right? Saying that.
No, sharing and question also. Just want to get your, because sometimes I get irritated. Even last time in the club that I come from, a member in Rahana, the old fellas all will try to, including myself lah, kind of jack this, that, and all. So I find that the young guys all they're very respectful, but I can see they can be quite irritated also, not giving them room to breathe lah. So now I've learned my lesson, and so I feel maybe you share your experience. I find the young now, the Nipok, what you call, with all the revolutions that is going around ASEAN and the world, the young people got their own movement.
Correct.
What do you think, Chun Ming? You
Okay,
reckon this is what is happening?
I will share what I'll say in my humble opinion, to address.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Just sharing. Yeah.
I do agree and concur what you said just now. And this is also something that I'm, for example, in my club, 𝗲𝗏𝘀𝗻, when I was
That's a very
leader
established
then,
club.
𝗲𝗏𝘀𝗻. So we empower the club officers to run their show. We don't really intercept or interfere in how they run the club. So as long as they get things done and all that, right? So and then like you say, the millennials nowadays, they have their own ways of doing things and so on, right? So Dominic, if you attended 𝗲𝗏𝘀 meeting many years ago, you notice that we are very proper, we wear jacket, we wear ties, so on, right? And today, if you attend the 𝗲𝗏𝘀 meeting, you get a shock. Nobody wear tie nowadays. Nobody wear smart already. It's all smart casual. But thankfully, no shorts, no slippers. But at least still business wear. But we've done away with the necktie and all the formal dressings already. And so what I'm saying, so I do concur with you to empower the new leaders, especially Gen Z, to run the club because they have their own way of thinking, right? So as long as they help the members to achieve their goals, which is to become better communities, better leaders. They help to support the club, and helping the new members, and they don't deviate too far from the the Toastmasters goals, and all that, and then help the members to achieve their goals, because after all, members are the backbone, as I mentioned just now, right, the clubs, right? So we must make sure that members, when they join, to improve themselves as better communicator, better leader, right? So whatever the leaders do, they must feed in to the new members so that they are happy with the club, and then they get to learn along the way, and then only we can retain the membership. Right? Yeah. So I'd like to also share another example whereby district director and we were at Division E, humorous speech and table topics, and Parmas as well, contest yesterday. And Dominic, you know where we had the contest today? It is in a shopping mall in South City Plaza. Yes, this is something very unheard of 5 years, 10 years, 20 years ago, right? Usually, it's a division speech contest. Usually, remember the old days, right?
Yeah.
Division speech contests are usually at Sunway University, Taylor's University, this auditorium,
correct.
All closed door. But yesterday, not first time in 102, but first time in Klang Valley. In fact, our division M and G, they already had it 3 times already in down south Johor, and first time our division E attempted. And I like what Robert Rams mentioned in his closing address. sometimes we have to empower leaders to try new ways, because we cannot stop them. No, it doesn't work, because sometimes new ways may be more effective and bring in Gen Z to join our Toastmasters. Yeah. So in short, I do agree with you. The keyword is empowerment. Empower the leaders to to run the club and be leaders in their own way.
Hey brother, yesterday's contest in a shopping mall in the
Yes.
foyer where the
Yes,
public are walking up and down.
concourse
Woo!
area. Yeah.
That one respect.
Yeah.
How was the response? How was the response? Just to ask, just to inquire. How was it?
I find it's a good way to showcase Toastmasters to the public, the non-Toastmasters, because usually, right, as mentioned just now, our district contest is usually at Sunway Taylor's closed door event. Unless we bring them to attend our district contest, no outsiders will attend our Toastmasters contest, right? So, and yesterday, there are so many, shoppers, families bringing their kids, for family day lunch and so on, right? So then they pass by and see this was fish contest going on. Then they'll ask, what is this? And then
while the contest is going on.
Yeah. So I mean, because it's open area in concourse area, right? So yeah, it allows the passerby to see what we are doing, and then and most importantly, showcase to them what we do. And then you say, oh, I want to be like that. Oh, I want to be as confident speaker as the one on stage. Then yes, join Toastmasters. It's a good avenue to promote Toastmasters. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is
nice.
New ideas,
Nice to hear
from
this.
the new leaders. Yeah. So we cannot always, how to say, ask our leaders to follow the old school way, or must be in
oh, wonderful. Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Empowerment
Abdul Qayyum, nanti kita buat dekat Suria Sabah.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you for sharing, Chun Ming. Thank you.
Thank you, Dominic, for the question.
Yeah, now I know something new. Shopping mall.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Dominic, for the question and also your sharing. I don't think we have time for another question. Do we, Michelle?
No, don't have.
All righty then. If you still have any questions, you can also still reach out to Chun Ming on after this workshop offline, if you wish to. All righty, over to you, Robert.
Thank you, Kelly, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I convey my profound gratitude to Chun Ming for having come here and shared his knowledge with us. As he was speaking, I was listening carefully. All his information is current, up to date. Okay, as though he has been chartering clubs as of yesterday. He even took the initiative to update the new member registration fee. It used to be $20, now it's $25. So, Chun Ming, your knowledge helped me to move forward faster, because most of the questions that normally myself and Valerie have to answer, you have already answered it for us, and you have taken the initiative to answer questions from the floor as well. So well done. Now, I also convey my profound gratitude to organizing chair Ranjinath, as well as Club Growth Director Valerie, for putting this workshop together. It is very important that we continue to charter new clubs, not so much to chase KPIs and so on. Now, if you are in an organization, or if you are a job seeker looking to join an organization, there is a high chance that you want to join a growing organization so that you can grow faster. Similarly, every area, every division, every district must also be growing. Then only the members in that district, area, or division will grow together. Imagine if your club does not recruit any member at all. Your VPM will have no work to do, your VPE will have no work to do, your treasurer will have no work to do. Only when you recruit members, then only these people have got something to do. Similarly, when new clubs are chartered, you create opportunities for a lot of people to do a lot of work. Okay, so now I've seen the questions coming in one after another. Now, questions, when answered, they are like theory. They go in here, they come out here, and then they're all forgotten. So we've created a WhatsApp group for those of you who want to charter clubs, all right? Voluntarily, I will send you, I've got all your handphone numbers anyway, I will send you an invite link where you can join the group, right? And then from there, we start working together using various strategies to charter new clubs. It's going to be win-win for everybody. It's going to be a learning experience, all right? I learn from you, you learn from me, we learn from each other. So after this session is over, I will send you all the invitation link, and then you guys can join. So once again, thank you very much to everybody who have put this workshop together, and my profound gratitude to the speaker and the organizers. Thank you, and back to Kelly.
Thank you, Didi, DTM, Robert.
Claire have a question. Say that I'm interested to know once the club is chartered, right? What needs to be done between club mentors, front string club, and AD in supporting the club? They may have missed the COT, and what are the issue tasks to address the club between a mature club and a new club if only got time to address? Okay, so to answer the question, right, Claire, club mentors as mentioned, right? These two you can find this from the Toastmasters website. The resources is mentioned there, but I can tell you now, club mentors, there are two. You can have up to 2 club mentors assigned to support the new club, and these 2 club mentors, they support the new club, especially the new club officers, the president and VPE, in planning the club meetings, inviting the general evaluators, speech evaluators for at least the first 6 months. Keyword is support, okay? Not doing everything for the new club. Okay, sometimes some club mentors, they got mixed up. They're doing everything for them, A to Z. But then the 6 months over, the VP and president still not knowing what to do and how to do. So there's the same goes, right? If you teach someone to fish, then they eat for a meal. You teach how to fish, they eat for a lifetime. Same thing. You must guide the club officers, the president and VPE, and then show them how to invite GE, speech evaluators, run a meeting. And then for the first meeting, because there are 12 meetings in 6 months, right? So maybe the club mentors help to run the plan for the first maybe 2 to 3 meetings, and then for subsequent meetings, let the president VPE try to plan the meetings, and then the club mentors support from behind, and then fill in whatever roles that is still vacant and needs to be supported. And hopefully by then, they can stand on their own after the 6 months is up. So what I'm saying is, club mentors is to support, not doing everything for the VPE. Okay, we are not taking over their job, supporting their role, because they are new in Toastmasters. They don't know anyone from 1 to 2. They don't know who to invite as GE and speech evaluators. And then, of course, club mentors can work hand in hand with area director, because area director is overseeing the clubs under his or her care, right? So sometimes the club mentors can work hand in hand with the area directors, invite area director as GE, as speech evaluator, and together, instead of 2, we have 3 person helping the club. And as mentioned just now, if the 2 club sponsors can stay on to support the club, the better it is. So instead of 2, we have 5 people supporting the club. 2 club sponsors, 2 club mentors, and 1 area director. And of course, division director, 6, right? So I hope I answered the question, Claire. Thank you.
Thank you, Chunming, for also addressing that final questions with full clarity for Claire's question. Now let's move on to the appreciation for Speaker of the Day, DTM Teo Chunming. Thank you so much for your sharing session today. Alrighty, let everybody smile, and we are done. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Kelly.
Now, pin Michelle for doing such a good job.
And then Michelle. Michelle, switch on your camera already. Okay, God. All right. Okay, done. Come. Smile. 1, 2, 3. And nice.
Thank you, Kelly.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm
Thank you,
going to
Michelle.
this is 𝗲𝗃𝗀𝗃. 𝗲𝗃𝗃, ambil gambar. Okay, so I found this quote. If you can fly, then run. If you can walk, you can run, then walk. If you can walk and crawl, whatever, you must keep moving forward. So similarly, in Toastmasters, move forward. We may not be like some people got 4, 5 DTMs and all that, but we have one move forward. And if we go on chartering clubs, have that heart to help people and your passion to help people. Just don't go for credentials and all that. help people. Then you will stay and help people, clubs survive because your heart is there. Okay, so without further ado, thank you so much for being here. The slides I'll ask the Master BW email to all the participants. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Good night.